It's one side down. If you're gonna wash your own RV, set aside an afternoon. This takes a while. Just chilling on the roof since it's clean enough to lay on now. That was a lot of work, but it's all prepped and ready to go for installing solar panels. And I'll tell you what, this roof gets a lot of sun because it was so hot. Alright, so I skipped filming for a little while. We got this thing all cleaned up. And it was so hot I had to ditch the shirt, get the old straw hat out, and you didn't miss much. Just a lot of scrubbing. Came out pretty good. Got all the loose dirt off of it. So now I'm starting with a clean base, and we can start working on it. The exterior really only is gonna get solar panels on this roof, so that was the main thing. I wanted to get the roof cleaned, and it was really dirty. I think this thing was even stored indoors, but man, it was rough up there. But pressure washer and a soft bristle brush on a pole made quick work of it. It was just some elbow grease, but it's all done now. And move on to the interior. Just cleaning up what hasn't been cleaned in, I don't know, a year, longer, who knows how long this thing's been sitting, but it's not going to be sitting much longer. Today we're going to be working on this dinette area. When we got this RV, there was no dinette. They had ripped it out. They just had a folding table and a couple folding chairs here. I guess they didn't like being crammed into the little booths. They wanted a little more space. They had the seats facing out so they could look out the window, and it worked for them. We're gonna kind of meet in the middle, and we're gonna do a couple floating chairs, folding chairs, maybe a removable countertop so we can have some space to, you know, walk around in here since we're going to be living in it. It would be nice not to be so crammed in. Maybe we could do some workouts on the floor, that kind of thing. So I am going to use this area for the bench to conceal 2 cat litter boxes. We have 2 cats, and they need 2 of them. They don't like sharing. I don't know. They always freak out when we take one away. But I have some plans to kind of contain them and make them accessible and nice for the cats to use. And hopefully we won't have any problems with them not using them. This is going to be an experience for them as well as for us. So let's knock this thing out today. We only got a couple days left till we get kicked out of our driveway, our house, and we're going to be living in this thing full time. So no more time for talking. Let's go. Okay, so I have already bought 2 new litter boxes. I'm a big fan of using just large Tupperware bins for that. I used to cut holes in the side of them, but you know what? The cats just jump right in the top of them most of the time, so you can put the holes right on the top. In this case, I bought 2 that I knew would fit between the edge of this wall and this little box. I think they installed this box because there's a sewer pipe that runs right there, and that was to protect it. I might just remove this little trim piece right there, and the litter boxes should be able to fit side by side, and then I'll be able to frame out with 2x4s, because it's going to double as a bench, so it has to be pretty strong to sit on. So I'll frame it out. I bought a nice top with some hinges so you can just open the top up, and then the sides I'll just pop some holes in as high as I can so the cats can hop in, and it'll do the best job at containing any litter that they track in or out. And then also I bought little flap cat doors to do for those holes as well, to contain any odors. And then the funny thing about cats is you can't just give them a dark hole because they won't use it. They like it's hard to explain. I guess you wouldn't want to go use a toilet in a dark bathroom, so why would they, kind of deal. So I actually bought some lights that are motion activated. That way when they walk in, it's nice and bright, inviting. It's not just a dark hole that they go in to do their business and then they might not want to use it. Anything you could do to entice them to use it is usually the best case scenario, and you should do it. So, like I said, I'll have 2 of an access door for the front of one on the front, and then one on the side for the other. And they'll be able to flip-flop through the doors and come and go as they please. The lights will turn on, and also we'll be able to open up the bench, have a little storage for cat litter, and be able to clean them very easily. So that's the plan. I bought some supplies, and I'm going to get to work. Okay, so we've got the structure done. I got the cover reattached to keep those plumbing pipes safe and that wiring safe. This thing's actually pretty sturdy, even though I didn't put secondary 2x4s along the bottom. I could actually slide the litter boxes out now and like really give them a hose out if I ever wanted to, or replace them. But I did that for that reason. Next up is just going to be the side paneling. So I already got some cutting done. I got rained out for a little while and had to take a break, but I got all the cutting done on the sides and the bench. All that we got to do is slap it all together now. Alright, for the front, we're just going to do some quick screws. That way we can take this panel off and access the litter boxes. Alright, before we finish installing this, might as well just cut the hole for the cad door. That way we can just slap it right in when we're done. And should end up somewhere around there. And now I can final install the front panel. Alright, got the sides on. I even put this little piece of trim, but I didn't nail through this side, so this is still removable. The last up is the bench top. This is 3/4 inch like pressed plywood. It's pretty sturdy. I'm not worried about breaking it. If I am, I'll just put one truss in it. There's more than enough room in there for it. And all I gotta do is put it in place. I already clearanced it for that outlet box, so it should be able to swing up and clear it. And I got these neat little flat hinges for it. So screw them in and we're done. So it didn't exactly go according to plan up top. I needed a little bit more away from the wall. So I put in this extra 2x4, that way the bench will at least have support right there, and also I could bolt the hinges down flat. Alright, so I'm pretty much all done with this thing. It came out pretty good. I did run into a couple issues, but just a couple tweaks is all it needed. So, You've got the bench top. It is clearanced for the outlet. Open it up, and that gives you access to the cat litter. It's got an extra little bonus storage space. Maybe we could use that with the right container. Used cat litter scoops or something dirty right there. I did end up trimming this tote like so. So I took the front edge of it off to get it flush, and I just trimmed it out for the door. So now that works perfectly like that. And then I just ended up using this 2x4 to wedge it forward. And then I'll do the same with the second litter box when we end up moving in. But this one is good to go as well. And then you can see that secondary 2x4 right there, just for reinforcement for those hinges and for the bench itself. And we're all done. Came out nice. And one last finishing touch, if our cats weren't spoiled enough, I got these motion sensor lights. They're going with command strips. Just gonna stick them right to the bottom here, one for each litter box. These things are actually, they're $20 for the pair. Kind of expensive for what they are, but what's cool is they're rechargeable. So no more dealing with AA batteries. I hate wasting money on batteries, so that was a big enough plus that I just sprung for them. So, all you gotta do, wipe off the surface. I'll try to aim that sensor towards the door. Put it right in the middle. That's it. Put these on auto. So I think I'm done for the day. It rained, now it's really humid. I'm ready to take a break, eat some leftover pizza, and I'll see what else I tackle today. Thanks for watching.